Whoa!
He got me together. He was like, yeah, but pack me up.
It might not look right, but they taste good. Some of them came out kind of ugly. That's okay. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Marv or Mervageddon, depending on where you found me on the internet. If you saw that title, then you know that we're doing a bacon draw today. I'm just starting off by wiping everything down with lemon juice. It said that it does something online. I just can't remember what it says. My recipe calls for the whites of 3 room temperature eggs, so I'm just going to crack those and separate them and set the yolks to the side, maybe for later. I don't know if I'm gonna make a curd or not. I've got this fancy KitchenAid so I can make my meringue and sift my flour at the same time. So I'm just gonna turn this on like a medium speed with a little bit of sugar. And while that's going, I am going to start to double sift my flour and my powdered sugar together. The recipe calls for this so that the dry ingredients are properly incorporated and aerated, as well as there not being any lumps or bumps when you go to fold the dry ingredients into the meringue or the macaronage. I think that's how they say it. Don't come for me, I don't speak French. Yeah, so I'm taking the sifter. It's supposed to be a crank sifter, but it doesn't work. I think I messed it up when I was doing my raspberry compote.
Whoa, we're fucking up. Damn.
If mistakes aren't made, then it won't be good.
I hope you're right. I hope you are right.
Well, if I was there to taste it, I'll make sure.
They're gonna be a weird color, I guess. Maybe I should just make them purple and call it a day.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, because it's like brown now, and I don't know that I like the brown.
Well, you can make some yucky green.
So this is the color I made. I am not a huge fan of it. I didn't have black dye to make them black, but I tried to make brown as best as I could. It's not really my favorite. So now what I'm doing is piping in all of the coffin shapes and some of those bat shapes that I've made a template for, and I ended up making a few more than I needed because I tend to be a little extra.
Because he drove up the wrong side of the highway.
They have a reindeer outside.
A whole ass reindeer?
A whole ass reindeer with a leash on it.
What? Let me see. Pics where it didn't happen.
It's crazy. Bro, you're disqualified. Nah, brother. You're gonna kill us.
I was like, you could chill in the back. It ain't no, I'll drive. It ain't no big deal. Down for 2 seconds and then we were in impending doom. What the f? That was like, oopsies. I was like, oh no.
That is not no.
I should have made chocolate ones.
While I'm piping the rest of these, I'm just sort of getting all the lumps and bubbles out and then they'll make their shell so that I can place them in the oven. When these cookies go in the oven, I would love to have a little chit chat with you guys because I feel like it's been a while since I've had a more relaxed video. All this baking got me thinking about my many passions. So I do consider myself a multi-passionate, and what that is basically having a wide range of interests and passions that span a huge range of fields and mediums or interests. I love being able to express myself in several ways because I think having multiple passions do fuel one another. While I like painting, I also love baking because it sometimes gives me a good time to relax and some alone time. And then it has a more tangible outcome. Even though art does have one, it just doesn't feel like, to me, art gives me a validation that's not like fake. The tasting of the treat is a little bit different for me. I think that's also because I'm so critical of the things I draw. And then I also do sew as well, so it's fun to create things from thin air. Essentially, I take pride in drafting patterns and putting together my own design. I think all of these things complement one another, so I'm not bored of the things I can and can't do. The sewing complements the baking, like I made the aprons from earlier in this video, and the baking can complement the drawing because I can draw cake designs and things like that and execute. The sewing and the art go together because I can make a custom piece from concept to creation, and I'm able to also create niche things for my physical activities as well. Being a multi-passionate tends to help avoid burnout as fast. As someone who gets burnout super easily, I think that this is great. I'm able to cycle through activities and avoid completely being put off by one particular activity. More adaptable as an artist. I think it's a challenge to balance all of these things because it's definitely easy to spread yourself way too thin and just not want to do anything. I think the excess of potential really does just leave you wanting to do nothing. I think it's definitely okay to take breaks from certain things for a while you toy with other outlets. I know I can feel a bit guilty when I haven't sewn for a while, or if I haven't touched my acrylic paints for quite a while. So if you're one of those people who are into schedules, it may be nice to set aside some time to explore your forgotten or put away activities to keep yourself up on your skills, because I know sometimes you can hone a skill and then lose progress because you've taken a long break from it. Maybe take that time to revive old projects or create a project that incorporates all of your skills together. People often tease multi-passionates about not being a master of anything, like they use that phrase, a jack of all trades but a master of none. But I think people don't realize that's not the entire saying. I, as a multi-passionate, yeah, I'm not necessarily 100% perfect at everything I do, but I think that I can confidently complete any task that is put in front of me just because I have such a wide range of skills that I do use often. I'm sure many of you can agree. Being multi-passionate doesn't mean you're not focused. I really think that it means that you're more well-rounded and versatile as compared to other people. I think it opens so many doors for people, and it allows you to translate plenty of skills from one aspect of your life into another. I have a few passions and I plan on keeping it that way. Maybe someday I'll grow in confidence and share more of those with you guys. I think each of my passions deserve to be embraced fully, not only for the XP, but for the overall happiness that it brings me, or the overall happiness that it would bring you if you find yourself conflicted on which passions to explore. I think you should pursue both, just make one of them the forefront and then come back. I do find that passions or interests that I have ignored or like, oh, I can't do that, that feeling really doesn't go away, so you'll still be longing to try something that you never got to. If you're multi-passionate, I suggest you stay curious and open-minded. I know many people who consider themselves multi-passionates feel the pressure to master everything they try, but it's not necessary. If you enjoy doing it, I think that's all that matters. Exploring these passions keeps things exciting and gives each passion a chance to grow organically. Also, if you're into things, you should find your people. I think it's super important to find people who share your passions or even just understand. You could find an online community such as a Discord, or find meetups where people may be meeting in your area, or even just find another multi-passionate even if they don't share your same goals. It can make a support system and keep you inspired. Remember, this can be a strength in and of itself. It's okay to not choose one focus area. This gray area that you'll be in is often where unexpected skills can blossom, or even where the combination of skills can bring out the best in your creative prowess. I'm totally still learning this, but it's fine to sideline a passion or an activity when a new passion lights the creative fire that you have. Remind yourself that it's okay to take a break from one of the passions and let it, hibernate. This way it can allow you to give yourself a much needed break from something that's frustrating you. Even though it may be your passion, you could still be needing. Don't forget that you're absolutely allowed to celebrate each step of your process. Even if it is something tiny that you don't think would be super important, progress in every aspect can potentially transfer to one of your other passions. So go forth and enjoy your multi-passionate journey. Our cookies are finally out of the oven, so I'm gonna start making my raspberry mousse. It's actually a raspberry white chocolate ganache, and then I did also a whipped peanut butter. As you can see here, I let my cookies mature overnight, so it is the next day, and we're gonna just try to ice these, hopefully. That's how the ganache looks like, and then the peanut butter, whipped cream. I'm gonna put my cookies, and we're just gonna do these. I ended up using 2 different piping tips just because I didn't have 2 that matched. There was no particular reason. I kind of actually only learned how to use a piping bag recently, so it's not great, but I did my best job. The best I could do. I did as good as I could. If you haven't had the opportunity, go ahead and check out one of my other videos. We do still have a giveaway going on until Halloween at 7 p.m. So if you're interested in getting those shoes that are in my most recent video, go ahead and watch that video and enter.
I have both peanut butter and raspberry, so it might not look right, but they taste good. You are ugly, you are deformed.
You are deformed.
I am deformed.
And you are ugly.
And I am ugly.
And these are
I made it for myself. Made it for myself. Some of them came out kind of ugly, and that's okay.
If you guys made it this far, thanks for watching. Give me a like, a comment about your multi-passionate journey, or if you're not a multi-passionate yet, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.